I was wrong about the Airborne Annihilator. I know what you're probably thinking. A YouTuber admitting something's wrong? What is this, an apology video? But actually, the Airborne Annihilator video that I did, I kept talking shit about it. But the weapon's actually pretty good. See, the issue that I had with it is that I was focusing on flanker rather than focusing on mechanics use of this. If you didn't know, the Airborne Annihilator is effective against explosive classes. The thing is, explosive classes like Annihilators and Troopers are the main threat to mechanics, as they are the two strongest classes besides Doctor when it comes to dealing with sentry nests. If you don't remember the Airborne Annihilator stats, I'll give you a little refresher. The Airborne Annihilator mini crits targets launched airborne by explosions, has a plus 50% more accuracy, has plus 15% faster firing speed, with the downsides of 20% explosion damage vulnerability on wearer, 20% more knockback vulnerability, and a 15% damage penalty. This weapon can be used on both flanker
oh yeah! Oh no!
and mechanic.
You're looking like a suspect!
Anyway, the Airborne Annihilator was a pretty good weapon and it was actually pretty underused. It did really good against explosive classes and was a great secondary for mechanic. Not so much for scout, but mostly good for mechanic. If you haven't noticed, the stats try to cancel out each other. You're good against explosive jumping classes, but you're also weak to explosions and knockback, which both Annihilator and Trooper apply. I mean, you could also use this against Pyros using the detonator, or Engineers rocket jumping with their sentry, but like, I don't know why you would do that. In most situations, it's probably smarter just to use your shotgun than actually use the Airborne Annihilator, which is probably why it was removed. Let's go review each stat individually. The smaller upsides, such as the plus 15% faster firing speed and the plus 50% accuracy, are great attributes, but the mini crits targets launch airborne by explosions is the most unique stat. However, mechanic is already the best class at dealing with explosive jumping classes. If a poor Trollger or Annihilator jump right into your sentry, they're as good as dead. But if you're playing battle mechanic, this is really where it helps. Having only 135 health leaves you open for being one-shot by the Marky Gardener, if you aren't by your sentry, of course. So having a counter to Trollgers and Annihilators was a very good thing to have and could easily catch them off guard. The downsides are what made this weapon somewhat irritating to use. A plus 20% explosion damage vulnerability and a plus 20% more knockback vulnerability left you weak, and taking a single hit from a grenade, although it wouldn't kill you, would most likely cause you to die from fall damage because of the knockback. The final downside of a minus 15% damage penalty isn't that noticeable because the pistol is really meant to be for chip damage in the first place, and doing 6 less damage at max ramp up and 4 less damage at base damage is nothing crazy. So can we change this weapon to possibly get it added back? In my opinion, no. This weapon already is well balanced. If anything, I would change the explosive damage vulnerability for being unaware to while active. The chances of Rolv adding a weapon that they remove back is slim, but maybe with the Bikini Bomber, they might do the same with this weapon. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was a pain to make. Like and subscribe, thank you, and goodbye.